Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Devi Diaries, Unveiling Women's Empowerment Across Time. I'm your host, Nitya Rangarajan, and I'm so excited to bring you another inspiring conversation in our series. Today, we are joined by the incredible Mridusmita Das, a software project manager, best-selling author, speaker, and social worker who is actively involved in CSR initiatives and charity work for street dogs. Her passion for making a difference truly embodies the spirit of Devi. In this episode, we'll dive into her journey, her thoughts on awakening the strength within, and how the Devi book can inspire women to create meaningful change in their lives and beyond. Let's go. Welcome, Mridusmita. We are so excited to hear from you. Please tell us about your experience with the Devi project because we all know you are a co-author there. And also tell us about this Devi book, which is exploring the stories of women who embody resilience and transformation. And how does this concept of awakening the strength within resonate with your personal life and your professional life?
Thank you so much, Nitya, for inviting me to talk for this Devi series, right? The Devi Diaries. And
Yeah.
I'm very, very excited. You are one of my co-author, and I love the project because uh it's a concept so close to heart. It's Devi, and everybody, not women only, have a divine essence within. It's very essential that we connect with our internal self. And if we don't, then what is the purpose of life? I'm grateful, I'm blessed. In this life, I got to connect with my Devi within, and my
Great.
personal transformation has been, by the grace of Almighty, amazing. I have transformed into somebody else. I might say that I have transformed from the earlier version to a new me. And thanks to being able to connect with the divine's essence within, that's what I think we call Devi. And we are addressing to awaken the Devi inside every one of us, because we have been able to feel that bliss. We want to extend it to all our sisters.
Great.
And why not? Everybody on this earth deserves to feel that. Every soul has the right to connect with the inner self. That I think is utmost important. And that's what is the essence of the book also. The project,
Yeah.
I actually, there is a
Yeah.
project. So
Yeah.
both personally, like I said, I'm grateful, I'm blessed to have been able to connect with my inner world. That's what I consider Devi. Professionally as well, it helps, because once you change, right, you change for the better, then you know how to treat others with the same respect, with the same
Yeah.
respect and divinity that you deserve and you want. You don't have ego anymore. You don't hold on to grudges and want to take revenge. So it's all part of let go, grow, learn, unlearn. So these are all the qualities a Devi has. And I am learning, I am unlearning, but I'm trying to get closer to the divinity and the divine me
Great.
within. So yeah, that's the whole journey. It's a journey altogether. I'm still on the path, but I'm on the right path. So yeah, that's the essence. Both personally, professionally, Nitya, I'm blessed. The project, that's why I think came along my way. Yeah,
Yeah.
in the world.
Amazing.
Thanks, Nitya.
No, that's the divine intervention also, no? Whenever we need the support, automatically we get it from Devi, right?
Right.
Great. And also, Mridu, we all know that you advocate for both human and animal welfare. So, how do you think the stories of Devi reflect the essence of service, compassion, and leadership?
Once we are empowered as a self, we have the power to empower others. How can we pour from an empty cup? So, first, let's empower ourselves. Like, if I am in a victim mode, playing a victim card always, that what has God done to me? I am such a good person and a good girl and a good lady. I have not harmed anyone and what not. And there are people telling, you will hear rumors, people telling, oh, she must be punished for her karma. last, but maybe she is a good human this time. But these, let's rise above this, right? Let's rise beyond this, because once it's clear, once you empower yourself, things fall into place. You can take control of your own situation and then try to, uplift others. If I don't feel the power within, how am I going to pull somebody up? So it's a very practical thing in my life. When I was down and out and I saw the whole world disappeared, I saw myself standing, I think kneeling down alone and crying. I remember the situation also. So I, from there, I saw no one standing near me. It was only me, maybe just sitting down, all hopeless, and very scared. And I didn't know what's life is for me now. And I thought that was the very end, the end. But then somehow, yeah, divine Devi, the Devi within me might have awakened that time, and she wanted me to feel the power.
Yeah.
And she made me see myself in a different light when everybody else did not believe me. And
See? Yeah.
those were little baby steps, and from there I could serve myself, I could do good to me. Then I thought, and all that, also that animal service came to me as a it was some divine intervention only, I could say. Because one friend of mine, she just called me and said, can you just go and fill in for a lady who's supposed to be providing for a dog? The dog has delivered, 4 puppies, and you need to just give the lunch for them today because she is out of town. And I am like clueless. What does a dog eat? I don't know. And
Yeah. Correct.
newborn. Yeah, these are the newborns. I don't know what they eat. And how am I supposed to serve a lactating mother and all? So I'm just asking what I'm supposed to be cooking. And she just said, do this, mix that, and blah blah blah, and just prepare it. And I took a lot of food. Okay, I just took a lot, and I was scared of dogs, so I was like very conscious when I was walking that street. But the mother dog, she's a beautiful white, fair dog, but very lean and thin. She was starving.
Okay.
She was starving.
Hmm.
And I could just see her bones. I wasn't scared,
Oh
but
my God.
she was also observing me, okay? She was just observing. And I just opened the boxes, and then she came near. I poured it. It was a porridge with of eggs and oats and everything, rice, and it was a mix of protein and carbs. So I just opened up, and she just came and she just tasted it and she went off, okay? And I got so scared. I thought that, oh my God, I have horribly done this dish also, because I'm not a good cook. And but I was feeling guilty. I thought maybe I'll buy some milk and biscuit and try. So when I go there to buy some milk, I see that all the 4 puppies came in and started having from the same bowl. Okay, it's a
Good, good.
then
Yeah.
then I was relieved that the food was good. Okay, and the
So
mother,
you cooked well. Hmm.
I cooked well, certified. Okay,
Yeah.
the mother was making sure that the food is not poisonous or edible. See the sense? So that immediate moment I connected, means I, as a person, my father is a veterinary doctor. I was always surrounded with animals, goats, all kinds of animals, poultry, pigs, but I was never very, close to them. I would admire them from
Hmm.
distance. But this was the moment, those young bonds, I don't know how many days they were. They just gulped down the food. I poured more, and the mother also had, and I connected. I took food for more days to them, and that's another story. It's in one of my book, my debut book. But yeah, this is
Yeah.
how I think I connected, because it was the sole purpose to do that. It was not me, having an organization or an NGO or a big shot doing things. I do a little
Yeah.
things which are in my risk and in my zone or in my control. I just go try to do that. Means if somebody help asks for, can you go for vaccination, I can provide, yeah, I will. So if somebody says there is a starving dog, can you ask for some donation, can you collect some charity, I also do, and I do collect. So these are little things I try to do. And there are some rabbits which I try to take care. So this way I connected with this animal world, because they do not transact emotion, they are not
Yeah.
transactional. They know only unconditional love. They are not,
Mm.
yeah, they are not very transactional. If they are
Correct.
hungry, they ask for food. If they are sad, if they are angry, they bark
Mm.
at you. But it's not like they play games with you. They don't play. So it's very true emotions. So it's good
Mm.
to connect with animals.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
close.
I understand.
Mm,
Yeah.
it's a cause close to heart. It's not something I do for, just it's love of being able to connect. That is what I want to say. It's that. So it teaches you leadership in a different way. It's not like,
Mm.
being around, but let's stay, let's connect and grow together. Let's walk together. Let's
Yeah,
be there all as
exactly.
a team together. So why not? So that's leadership, I think, for me in
Yeah.
work as well. So I somehow connect these dots like this. It's all because
Mm.
of, yeah, that's how.
Correct, correct. Yeah, great. Because as you say, I also I get reminded of all the Devis we have written about, the characters, and they also tell us a lot about service, compassion, and leadership. So leadership, naturally, service and compassion also is part of the leadership quality only. So we can see all the characters expressing that, you know. So it's very inspiring for all of us to see the Devi characters expressing all these things. So it's an amazing feeling, I guess. And Mridu, I wanted to ask you this. You are balancing multiple roles, right? So you're a speaker, author, you're actually having a day job also. Now you are managing many things. So now tell me, how Devi can help women, okay, like us, recognize their inner strength and navigate challenges in their personal and professional life.
I am learning and I am uh, using it in my daily life. So it's the practice that I can talk about. It's not
Hmm.
theoretical knowledge, but yes, I am learning, unlearning daily. Okay, so I'm not an expert, but yes, I have changed from being at maybe
Hmm.
a 0 level to maybe say a 50 now. So that's what
Hmm.
I am. So I can tell, like if you see Durga Ma, she has 10
Hmm.
hands. She has
Yeah.
10 hands, right? She is always multitasking and she have
Right.
lot of weapons
Correct.
in her hand, right? And she is that epitome of courage,
Yeah.
that she just cut throat of Narakasura. Means she just demolished the demon and she just stood so proudly. So it's that physical, if I see that and if I visualize that Devi, right? Devi, I always admired Durga Ma. I don't know, ever since maybe I was a kid, I used to remember that
Hmm.
till date. I remember, like I used to admire her still now. Kamakya, I'm from Assam, so it's so
Hmm.
deeply connected. Yeah, because Devi is something I don't know. It's in the daily. When
Hmm.
daily, it's when you see
Part of
your
life.
mother, huh? When you see your mother, you always saw her. She's the Annapurna.
Yeah.
Without her, I don't get my breakfast. So
Hmm.
I have a day
Correct.
with her,
Hmm. Correct. Correct. Yeah.
right? And
True.
now we also bring in money. So that Devi goddess Lakshmi, right? So every we learn and write and teach our children, and Devi Saraswati. So, how many, what are the sense? We are always practicing it. Means it's just when you feel darkness has engulfed you, there's very much of light inside us that we forget unless something happens. So, why
Hmm.
wait for something to happen? It
Yeah.
should be a practice. Like when we pray, let's pray from within, from down, deep down the heart. Let's pray that way, that there's always a Devi. We always do it that way. Like when a little kid is there, she is always, called for a kanjak. In every culture, if in Hindu,
Yeah.
all throughout India, I have seen they treat her like a goddess ever since she is born.
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
With her
Right.
little feet, you put, that
Hmm.
house. thing. So
Yeah.
she's always considered a Devi, and that is all, that should always be there, because she is just multiplying happiness. She's multiplying money. She's multiplying food. She's just, giving you more than you just give her. So that's how I think Devi is there in every day that we do. We have to see the positivity and try to win over the negativity, or uh, like the Devi killed the demon, we have to
Mm.
kill the no, negative forces, or the negative thoughts that comes into our head. If somebody is thought is telling me that I'm not worth it, I should ask it back. Why am I not worth it? Why the other man is worth it? Or for that matter, why the other lady is worth it? Why am I not worth it? So, because I used to get those doubts. I used to say,
Mm.
oh my God, why I'm getting so much? Means I used to question me that, and I don't see
Mm-hmm.
how much hard work I have put in. Means
Mm. Yeah.
I used
No,
to question.
even I tell my mentees when you are saying, so people generally they look for that external validation. Unknowingly, we start looking for that.
Uh, uh,
And at a certain point in time, we come to know that internal validation is more important than the external world's validation, because external, the world is going to say something or the other. Everybody, they will have their own opinion, right? So it is their right to talk about somebody means the opinion. They are ready to express their opinion. They have that right. But it is in our hands to accept that
mm,
or reject that. So we know what we are from within, as you said, no?
yes.
So I think I am getting reminded of that. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I loved it because you always work on the ground with the real product. You are the productivity coach. You take out the
Yeah.
best from the mothers, and
Yeah.
you teach them how to manage everything, right? From
Yeah.
finances to health and everything. So all the aspects you are taking care. So that is the Devi essence. You are just reminding them that it's inside you. You're just showing.
Yeah, correct, correct. Yeah, that's what I told. That divine intervention is there. I could see that in the whole of this group, which is working on the Devi project. And
Correct.
yeah, and Ritu, when I talk about this, no, we know Devi book is focusing on women and the historical characters, and we are more into the themes of resilience, compassion, service, leadership, and all. And how do you see, because you are a social worker, you are advocating for the dog's welfare and all. So, how do you think these lessons apply to creating a more empathetic world?
Mm. Like I said, the
Hmm,
animals do not have transactional emotions,
correct.
right? So it's the raw emotion. They either it's just black and white. So
Hmm.
they will not trick you or play games
Yeah,
with you.
correct, correct. Yeah,
So they are the
well
teacher,
said.
that if you need unconditional love, you have to be that way only. I have
Hmm,
a book also, another one, The Broken Relationship, which touches on the betrayal. Why
hmm,
we are losing empathy in this world? Because we think that we are, like I used to think that, oh, it happened with some XYZ person, it's not going to happen to me. Okay. So I have full sympathy, but
hmm,
I doesn't don't know how it feels. I don't know how it feels to be a widow back
hmm,
then. So I couldn't, connect with them. Once
hmm,
I lost everything, then I am in a situation, means it happened to me this way, that I am in a situation, then I now know that somebody, when
hmm,
they fail in life, or when they lose a loved one, and they consider it to be the end of the world. That is a feeling I realized, because that's when I started
yeah,
having empathy for my, I have I have full empathy. And when somebody says they are going through a phase, I now understand. I know, I ask if they want to
hmm,
talk, if they are willing to share, if it is okay. Sometimes bottling up things doesn't
hmm,
help. And you have to talk about it. So
yeah,
only an empathetic ear or a empathetic heart can give you that comfort back. You don't feel like sharing your things to everyone because they judge you. So you want to only share when you get the warmth of that empathetic heart. And it is a long way, it can't be faked, because we keep on saying that you should be empathetic at work, but you can't fake it when
yeah,
somebody trying to, tell you that they cannot do because something has happened at the end. That empathy has to come from within also.
Mm.
If you are
True.
treated, if you are taken for granted, like, okay, I'll just tell her and she will accept anyways because she's so lenient. So that also should not be. So we should have that judgment also, so that you are also not, because human beings have transactional emotion while dealing
Mm.
with humans, we
Yeah.
have to judge also that the person, the in front of us, actually is going through or not. Because
Mm.
I have felt it myself. Now I know. Now I can say that I know how it feels to be all broken, how it feels to be all depressed. But I can't expect a 11 year or say a 22-year or a new fresher out of campus to understand it. I
Ah.
cannot. Or maybe they can, because life lessons might have taught them in an early stage also. So
Mm.
I have to each is a different use case, each is
Yeah.
a different case study altogether. So every individual is different. Even if I say this, the service or connecting with dogs or connecting with animals, animal world is different and human world
Mm.
is different. But the animals bring it out the best, I think, in
Mm.
you, because you
Mm.
too, yeah, they reciprocate your feelings.
Yeah.
They don't judge you based on your rich, are you rich,
Correct.
in on your
True, true. Mm.
so yeah, that's how I think. This is how empathy and the service to animals, and this is how
Wonderful.
the Devi has to be little intelligent while dealing with the human.
Yeah, yeah. Correct. Yeah. Otherwise, she might be taken for granted. Well said. Well said. So, Mridu, if I ask you, what is that one takeaway from Devi that could inspire women to bring some meaningful change in their own life? So, what would that be?
You know that you have it within you. You just need to awaken it. Because when somebody
Mm.
is saying you, oh, you can't, you just hear that, oh, I can. Because let them say whatever, but you
Yeah.
prove them wrong. You
Right.
can.
Right. This is
That
nice.
is it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is nice, actually. Okay, great. So, Mridu, we had a wonderful conversation with you. But can we, before we wrap up, can we have a quick rapid fire round? Are you ready for that? A
Uh-huh.
little bit of
Uh,
fun.
okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm
Little bit of
up
fun.
for
Okay,
fun.
so I'm just
Up.
trying this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Woman you admire.
Women I admire. Can you?
Rapid fire.
Oh, oh, rapid fire. Right, right. My mother.
Okay. Your biggest strength.
My resilience.
Wow. Your favorite book?
Brian Weiss. Yeah, Brian Weiss.
Okay. A place that brings you peace.
Assam.
Wow. Most powerful emotion?
Love.
Wonderful, yeah, great, super. So thank you so much, Mridu, for giving us your time and sharing your thoughts. So you have any last few words to tell our listeners here? You can tell them now.
Yes. We have this precious life. Don't
Yeah.
waste it. Just count on each breath as a blessing. Life is to live, so live it lively. That's it.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today. And let's say the Devi anthem together, flames of empowerment, and let's join hands together. So, shall we say, ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Flames of
Sense of
flames of
empowerment.
empowerment, and let's
Let's join
join hands
hands
together.
together.
Great. See you all next time. Bye bye.
Thanks, Nitya. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you so much for joining me today on Devi Diaries, Unveiling Women's Empowerment Across Time. This conversation with Mridusmita Das was truly enlightening, right? Her dedication to her work and her advocacy for human and animal welfare is a testament to the power of compassion and resilience. I hope this episode has inspired you to reflect on how you can awaken your inner Devi and make a difference in your own way. If you enjoyed this conversation, be sure to share it and stay tuned for more episodes as we continue to explore the incredible stories behind the Devi book. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. Until next time, please remember your inner Devi is waiting to rise.